Welcome, everybody, and of course, we thank you for your patience. I know we're starting a little bit late tonight, but shit happens. Sometimes you just gotta redo everybody's cameras again for the second week running. Um, when we last left this particular bunch of heroes, they were about to attend another festival celebration in Ravenford. There's a dance going on after they contested and fought against a bunch of wolves that may or may not have almost sent Yugen into the loving embrace of Thanatos and Hades. But of course, we can't start our game without thanking our sponsors first, which is D&D Beyond. That is D, the letter N, dbeyond.com. Licky Dice Cafe and Liquor Express if you're looking for live games to play in the Huntsville, Alabama area once everything has sorted itself out. Check out those two Check out those two locations for Heath, who is our head DM here at Dire Bear. So, party, you were all headed off to the dance. Because there is a dance going on. Because that's what a festival is at the evening. Otter, you have cameras backwards.
What the heck?
Oh,
I
no.
didn't know that Quentin was Valise and that Anita was Calyx.
Wait a minute.
They are in
Hang
proper
on.
places now.
Fantastic.
Oh.
Oh, that would have been horrible. I don't even know his character sheet.
I stay muted. I feel like I could have done Valise okay.
You could have. I believe you could.
I think you would have made a great Calyx.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
All right. So, party, you were headed to the dance. Some of you, it was to investigate and see just how, just how the flailing differs here. Between, what you saw in Quo and, well, what you're about to experience here. Others are meeting people that you didn't tell the rest of the party about.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah.
the night is, well, it's certainly not quiet. There is sounds of the band as they start to tune their instruments and wind up the crowd. You are all, of course, invited, since you're here for the night anyway, to join with the festivities. That there would be plenty of drink, food, and dancing and entertainment to be had. Who would like to start?
Elise
Oh,
is on
Fred's
the roof.
Fred's right out there with the music. Like, she's out walking around, saying hi to people she knows, asking how they are. introducing her friends.
Elise is on the roof. It's on the roof of the tavern. She is she watched the festivities. Yeah, people watching is her thing. Not joining the festivities. No.
So we have Fred
Mhm.
meeting and greeting people she's known for the last 10 years.
Do I see any interesting folk in the crowd?
Oh, yes. Yes, you do. Monric, you were saying something. I apologize.
No, I was just saying, first thing I'm going to do is head over to the nearest bar and grab a beer, and then listen to the music until I see somebody that looks like they want to dance.
All right, sounds good.
And the flailing will begin.
Flailing.
Monarch does not know how to dance. He flails.
I feel
Oh.
like you're gonna figure it out before the end of this campaign's over.
Yeah, because Fred will teach you.
That's a thing. Aphrodite is a thing.
Orion. Two particular people catch your eye. The dance floor hasn't started to fill yet, but music is definitely stirring. And there is a crowd leading into what looks like a large dance area that has been... The entire area kind of slopes downwards to kind of make it a little bit easier to see. It also seems to assist with any sort of drainage that they're going to have during a rainy season. But they've turned it right now into a giant dance floor.
A giant sloped dance floor?
Yes, sort of.
That's
But
gonna be
it's
great
not-
when people start drinking.
It's not sloped enough that it would interfere with anybody's dancing.
I'm just picturing everyone dancing like at this angle.
Whoa. Just falling over. Crazy out here.
The two that catch your eye are two knights dressed to the nines. They are still in their armor, but it has been polished to an absolute shine. Sorry, I am just double checking to see if I gave them colors yet or not.
Sure. While you're checking, semantics question for Portent. Do I have to send you those two numbers for every long rest, or
Yep.
do I just keep track of them?
Nope, you gotta send them to me.
Perfect.
Then I know what I'm dealing with.
Great.
Okay. Actually, you know what? This is a good test of anybody else who, for anybody else who's done, notes. Did I give you guys colors for the soldiers here?
Pretty sure it's orange and purple.
Orange
Purple.
or
Orange and-
blue guard attire, depending on loyalty.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
That was a
Did
shade
I-
off of one.
Yeah.
My
Okay.
favorite color showing through. Sorry.
No, it's okay.
Orion never asked, and I don't think we were told specifically who those colors belong to, just the colors.
Just what the colors were. Perfect.
And the colors of the knights themselves, yes.
I know
All
what
right.
colors go with who.
Did I tell you what colors they go with?
Yes.
Was I smart and told you that so that I could
Yes.
just scroll up and find that information?
So it's not you figuring out who's taking notes. It's you.
Well,
trying
I
to
mean,
find
it is that
information
too.
for yourself at this point.
Womp womp.
It is that too.
I'll make it easier for you. Hang on.
I know what
Come
you're
on, I talked to how many people in the course of a day? Give me a break. All right. The male who stands at the same height as the female knight has his helmet off, and you see a bald head with skin the color of slate and dark blue markings across his face. He wears a cape of orange, while her, also without her helmet, is she looks as if she was a dragon who was transforming and got stuck halfway through. So she is completely covered in scales, which are blue, and she has a blue cloak. His armor is a burnished brass color, whereas hers is silver. Starting off the festivities, the pair of them open the dance floor with the first dance as per their town's custom, which is something both Calix and Fred are familiar with. And then the dance floor opens up to everybody else.
Cool. Time to dance.
Give me a perception check, Monric.
Police will watch from the tavern. From the tavern roof.
Oh,
You are-
not bad.
You are immediately able to find somebody who wants to dance because it's the first few dances, so it's not that hard. You approach, and given your rather youthful and handsome demeanor, it doesn't take much to convince this young lady onto the dance floor.
Cool.
And you can go ahead and give me a performance check, and we're about to find out how often you step on this poor girl's feet.
Oh no.
A lot. Well, yeah.
You know what?
It's not terrible.
It's not terrible. It's
Not terrible at all. It's pretty good.
you step on her feet twice.
Okay.
It's not
and
bad.
I
it's
apologize profusely.
Oh, it's quite all right. It's clear that you just don't know the steps. Come on, they're easy. I'll teach you. And she does. She teaches
Oh,
you the
cool.
steps to this particular dance. And they're fairly easy to follow once you get into the rhythm and get into the way that they work. The dancing here is significantly more coordinated. It's a lot closer to line dancing, or what we would know as line dancing.
Oh, I'm hopeless.
Yeah, but line dancing comes with instructions. You really can't be that hopeless if you the only way you're hopeless on line dancing is if you can't follow instructions.
There's the problem.
Big ooh.
2 steps are okay. Now we're going 15s. Yeah, no.
Exactly. At least I'm not too far into my beer, so there's some hope.
Yes, or else you would have had to roll at disadvantage.
Yep.
I've just got the hustle in my head.
Right.
Calix,
Thanks, Otter.
You're
I
welcome.
need you to give me a perception check, please.
Me like do I have eyes? Does Calix have eyes?
You-
Oh. Listen, I have my dice. There it is. I have decided that forever, since Nyx, I will always take proficiency in perception. But dirty 20, 15 plus 5.
Okay.
Oh, Adira had 17 eyes.
Adira had eyes out the ass. It was insane.
I see all.
You did. It's not hard to see the young girl who had approached you earlier.
Then I am
it's
breaking.
It's the pair that she's with that you don't want to see.
Is this in view of any of us, or is this away from everything?
Do I see this? I want to see this.
I mean, they're part of the crowd, but you guys have absolutely no idea of the connection. And they don't stand out. I mean, everybody is dressed to be at a festival, right? Like they're all dressed fancy, so they don't stand out in the crowd any more than anybody else does. But Calix is looking for them, so Calix finds them.
For me, it's one of those, like, I'm looking amongst the people, I spot them, my eyes linger for a split second, and then my gaze continues. I know where they are. I know who they are. Am I making a show that I know who they are, and now that I'm ready to light a fire under one of their pieces of clothing? No. Has the thought crossed my mind? Yes.
Love the distinction.
Have I thought of 17 different ways to kill them? Yes. Am I
Are
adding
you-
those to the list of thousands? Yes. Am I going to kill them in a public place? No. I'm kidding.
Is that just too
Maybe.
dramatic for Calyx?
No. Especially when it's these people.
See-
I figured
see-
that Calyx would like the drama.
Oh, I live for the drama. Ooh.
Yeah.
I'm just sitting here like, you know, that would be a very big show at a festival. You know.
Explosions.
Alright. I have seen, and now I have unseen. I'm gonna attempt to probably disappear from the group and amongst the crowd. Basically, I'm just going to make it look like I'm heading towards one of the bars that's across the way.
Okay.
But at the same time, I am leaving the party, hopefully without them noticing. But if they do notice, I'm thinking ahead.
Okay. Fair enough. Okay. I also need a perception check from Fred, please, because you are familiar with the area.
At advantage?
No.
Tried.
I know, because my perception sucks. Told you. 7.
There's just too much noise going on right now for you to really kind of notice, I guess, is what we'll go with.
You gotta turn the volume down.
Yeah, that's
on
not
the
gonna happen.
radio.
You're at a party.
Radio
So-
off, I can't see.
Let's see. Valise has Valise is on a rooftop, so nobody is going to be able to go talk to her in particular. It's okay because we've got Eugen and Monric, both of whom place in the tournament itself.
Which Fred would be telling everybody as she introduces them.
Yep. Because
So
Fred
unless you
just
tell her not
can't
to,
help
she
herself.
will. Nope. She's proud of them. They did so well.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm not going to stop her.
This is why Elise is on a rooftop.
Eventually, as the night progresses, it is one of celebration. The Festival of St. Masano celebrates a rather particularly strong victory of Sir Masano, who was a good friend of the Queen's during civil unrest hundreds of years before. And so, with all this news and word of not 1, not 2, but 3 placed adventurers from the tournament, it goes without saying that you kind of attract a lot of attention. Specifically from the knights themselves. It's about 4 hours in, they've made their rounds and talked with the local nobles, and now they have tracked you guys down.
Well, I'm either on the dance floor or buying someone a drink.
Fred, the Knight Lieutenant Durward shows up at your elbow and just gently taps you on the shoulder.
Oh, hi. And she'll kind of just bow her head to him.
Mm-hmm.
It is him, right?
Yes, it is.
Okay.
Um,
How can I help you?
well, I had heard tales of the trio that you're traveling with, and I must say that I am very impressed that you have found yourself in such great company.
Oh, I met these two. She points to Monric and Dugan as they were heading in for the tournament. So I had to cheer for them. Felice, you should have seen her. She was magnificent. She's not with us right now. She's back at the at our inn, relaxing. And she's looking around. Oh, there's Orion. He was watching with us. And now she's looking for Val. There's another one with us, but I don't see him right now. Would you like? I can introduce you to them.
I think that would be fantastic.
Oh, come on.
And he lets you lead him to the others. By the time you gather the party, Valise and Calix notwithstanding, mostly because trying to find them and this is that's like trying to find needles in a haystack because Valise never actually showed up to begin with, and Calix just disappears into the darkness. So, you sorry. Um, they ask polite questions. They inquire about your combats. They want to hear the stories. They are very interested. Because this is how you expand your notoriety.
I am definitely talking up everything I can to the knights because this is definitely what I'm looking for. So yeah, it was great battle, one after the other, just one bam, 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 awesome stuff. And then finally, the showdown with Felice was just. I was tired by that point, unfortunately. And she just came down on top of my head, kind of made me see stars, and couldn't get a good swipe after that.
Fair enough. Um, they share with you a story. Something that you may have heard in the rumor mill, but because they are so close to the capital city of Tianth, they know a little bit more information than your run-of-the-mill rumor mill would. And they tell you of a lost prince from Watandi who has not been found. And they say that he is wandering the roads trying to find a place to call home. And they caution you with a smile and a nudge that if you happen to come across a wandering prince, that maybe you should make sure that you protect him. Or at least make sure that he could get home.
That would be good advice.
Um,
Is there a description of this wandering prince?
he gives you one description, she gives you another, and then you kind of hear from other soldiers who are hearing them tell this story that same thing. Like it's just there's no concrete description of what this prince looks like.
Oh, wonderful.
And then they say something along the lines of yeah, actual story, but it could very well just be a metaphor. Treat others as you would wish to be treated.
Well, of course. Isn't that the way everybody does stuff?
Unfortunately not. There is laughter after the head knight or the knight lieutenant says this. And I need perception checks from the four that are there, and Calix, you can give me one as well, because you'll be You're nearby, but you're not with the crowd.
I hate perception. Oh, maybe not now.
Wow.
Nice.
Fred even beat me.
He
18.
has eyes.
She's really paying attention. She thinks
He's
they're
got eyes
cute.
now.
Quentin?
21. 16 plus 5.
Alright. Fred, Orion, and Calix, the three of you notice a squire come up to Zofia, who is the Dragonborn, the blue Dragonborn. And she tilts her head down to listen for a moment before she is tapping Durward on the shoulder and whispering to him before she leaves and follows her squire. The three
Is
of
there
you
anything we can
notice,
do to help?
hang on, the three of you notice that there's Fred specifically notices, and Calix, because the two of you are either spent a lot of time here or from here. She looks concerned. But anybody else, she's hiding it very well. It's just those that have been here for a while. These are the things you notice. And Durward grins and starts launching into another story. But the band strikes up a brand new tune, and he offers his hand to Fred and inquires if she would like to dance.
She accepts.
And he twirls her out onto the dance floor. The conversation and, moderately stealthy disappearance of the other night lieutenant temporarily forgotten. Calix, how do you plan on separating the young woman from her parents?
Ooh, I could just start a fun confrontation of just walking up.
I'm not gonna lie, for a second, I thought you said you were just gonna start a fire, and I was just like, can you not?
Oh, here we go with the house again.
We made it 4 sessions without a fire.
Yeah, we only did that because your book is fireproof.
I'm just going to get a whiteboard and put it here. And it's just going to say X days since Val lit something on fire. Or sorry, Val lit something on fire.
The chaos in me just wants to start a fight.
I mean, sure, what could possibly go wrong if you do that?
Note everything.
But also, what could go right?
I'm gonna...
He's out of line, but he's right.
I'm gonna do something fun. So, it's packed here, right? It's not that, it's the three of them and then there's a space. I wouldn't be surprised if they're assholes,
Packed.
but... Perfect, packed. Is she walking in front of them, or, beside them, or behind them?
She's beside them.
Which one specifically?
Mother.
Father or mother?
Mother.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Because you would have been walking next to your father if you still talk to these people.
Yuck. Gay. Gross. Okay. I'm gonna go up to, I don't know, a kid that looks like he needs money. First and foremost. This is my plan. I'm getting in there. There's no wet pants involved, I promise. Okay. Keeping it real. Alright. So is there, a kid that looks like he could use a gold piece?
Sure. Why not?
All right.
There's
looking
always
for.
pickpocketers through there.
No, I don't want pickpocketers. I just want. All right, maybe you know what?
Urgent.
Maybe if I could spot a pickpocketer, sure.
Give me an investigation check.
Yeah.
How could
Best
that
of-
possibly go wrong?
Oh, it's gonna go absolutely wrong. I got a +0. Oh, 18. Never mind. Not going wrong. Thank you, lava fucking dice. Damn. Okay. 18. Sorry. Just about 18.
Fantastic.
I'm not
Okay.
even using Adira's dice tonight. Jesus.
Not even using a deer.
Like.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Yes, you are absolutely able to find both a boy who looks like he could use a gold piece or two, and you find, quite a few pickpockets who are very wisely staying away from you.
Them. All right. I'm going to find the kid that looks like he needs money. I'm looking for not like a younger kid, like a teen, maybe tall. Definitely sort of tall, bulky, I guess. Someone who, if they body checked someone, they're gonna stop. The person who got hit is gonna stumble a little.
So, okay.
I'm very specific. I'm sorry.
I need a linebacker.
I need a kid that looks like a fridge.
So
Riley.
you're specifically looking for a kid that's built like a brick shit house.
Okay, yes, but also if I can't find that, that's fine. I'm just looking for a kid that can I need a kid who looks like a fridge. Exactly.
I need a
That
linebacker.
I want to give them a gold. I want to say, look at that guy right over there. I need you to go cause a little bit of a scene just by bumping into them a little too hard.
Well, now, let me get this straight, Governor. You want me to shoulder check
Yeah.
that man right there,
Yes.
and you want me to do it for a gold piece?
You want to?
Do you know who that is? That's gonna get me arrested.
Not for long. Actually, and if not at all, because and I flip my hood down a little bit and just to kind of show my face. I just need a moment with the daughter. And I'll give you 4 gold pieces.
Make it 5 and it's worth my while.
Okay. Everything okay? Okay.
Look, man, this is a lot of risk for me.
Yes, but it's a crowded place. I just need you to cause a scene for a moment, and then you can slip away. I'm sure you could slip away. Yes, I know he could get you arrested, but their priorities are going to be elsewhere after that.
He kind of gestures to himself because you did. You found a kid who looks like a brick shit house. Like, he's not small. He's like, you want me to slip away after shoulder checking this man?
Well, I guess I could
No
take
one's
my
gonna
money
know.
elsewhere, if anything.
Like
And
I
let's-
said, 5 gold. It'll make it worth my while. No questions asked. Well, no further questions asked.
No, it's fine. You have to put on a good show, though.
Oh, don't worry.
Otherwise, I will take my money back.
Don't worry. I know what I'm doing.
And
Besides-
I'll flip him the 5 gold pieces. That's fine. And as he's rounding that way, I am rounding the other way to where Nova is standing.
Sure. So, and because the party is close enough at this point to this particular couple, the
Could back up.
the pair that you see, one looks like he is constantly on fire, while the other looks like she might float away with a stiff breeze.
They both look like assholes.
I
Continue.
knew it was air.
They both look really, really stuck up. And it gets worse when this young man, who looks like he's about to enter, a squireship and or become a knight, basically checks his way through both of them, sending her sprawling and him back into the arms of somebody that is just in the crowd.
This is worth
And
my
then
gold.
and then it starts a scuffle because the man, just the sheer audacity of this peasant to lay his hands on his purse, and it is a huge thing. It is a disaster. And it is
Damn.
enough distraction, Calix, for you to get close to Nova with nobody
Perfect.
the wiser. You
Perfect.
wanted him, like I said, you had to give him 5 gold to make it worth his while because
You know
he
what?
was about
This is
to make
fucking worth the
really
5 gold. Like, if
worth
he
it.
catches my eye while I'm standing behind Nova, I'm like... And then I am, like, leaning down behind Nova slightly, because she is quite small, and arm around her waist from behind, and, like, hand over her mouth, and I'm just like, it's me. Don't worry. Just gonna borrow you for a little bit, and then you can go back. I'm sure they'll be happy to see you returned unharmed.
Sure,
And then
you
I'm
can
dragging her
give
back
me
into
a
the crowd.
dexterity saving throw, please.
What an
Quentin?
No.
Oh, yeah, no, I
unsettling
definitely am
thing
expecting
to
a
say to
headbutt to my
somebody.
chin.
I just need to
15.
borrow you.
15?
Mhm.
Okay. Because, I mean, you're in a crowd, she is young, and this is when children start just straight up disappearing, right?
Yeah.
Like, she was told to stay next to her parents.
Yeah.
So your arm around her waist, hand over her mouth, instinctively means that she brings her foot up to just slam it down on your instep.
Oh, I love that. I'm proud of her, actually.
Not only that, but her elbow flies back and nails you in the solar plexus as you're speaking.
Absolutely.
So your words are a little bit
rough.
breathy and just in pain, but she doesn't finish. She doesn't finish sing. Because she realizes who it is.
Yeah.
And doesn't struggle anymore because it's you.
I'm proud of you. Okay, we're gonna go now. And then...
Go ahead.
I'm gonna buy that dude a drink later.
Oh my god. I'm glad you enjoyed that because,
Fuck. If this kid gets arrested, I'll get him out. It's fine. No, he deserves it.
if this kid gets arrested.
I'll figure it out. So, I'm sure I've got it somewhere.
I support this.
So does the rest of the party see this happening, right?
Oh, God, yeah.
I was
You
gonna
don't-
ask about that.
You don't see Calix make off with the daughter, but you definitely see, because they're not quiet about this. Like, his whole intention was to cause a scene, and he has definitely caused a scene.
Do I see this?
Valise, you kind of lose sight of Calix because it's dark.
Oh.
Even
Now,
though you've
also-
got dark vision, it's dark. You know, like, you see him briefly, and then he's gone, and then you see him briefly again, and he's gone.
Hood's
So-
up. So if she saw somebody grab the girl, she would know right away it's Calix. Hood is up.
Yeah.
Well, Val, according to me.
Yes.
Yes.
Man.
Oh, I thrive for this. I didn't ask this kid his name. I should have.
Well, I'm sure you'll find him again.
Oh yeah,
And
no, I'm
I'm-
buying him a fucking drink.
I'm totally not coming up with a name for him right now.
Perfect, thank you. I'm gonna need that later.
Yep, I
His
know.
name is Prisoner 7.
You know, actually, that's an unlucky number for Alex, so I can't break him out at that point.
No, it'd be Prisoner 6.
Yeah, I'll deal with that. I'll agree to that.
Unless
Said
you want
I'll
it
agree
to
with
be-
that.
Unless you want it to be 22. Is that
I'll
still
do
one of your favorite numbers?
Yeah. 22, 13, 4.
Ooh, one of mine.
11, 7733.
We all got them tab numbers.
13.
Okay.
Okay. I have stolen a child. Can't wait for the hubbub about that. Woo!
Because Fred would have probably reacted and go help the woman up.
Oh, gross.
I don't know.
I know you don't, but
And
at the
as
same time,
yeah,
Sten.
yeah, no. Okay, so apologies. All right, I have his name down, so you'll be able to ask for it after. Um, your how do I want to do this? What do you want to discuss with Nova, dear?
Oh, no, I'm just gonna spend some time with her. It's
Okay.
not like we're having a conversation. It's just like I've come to visit her, so I would like to visit with her.
Give
Kind
me
of
a stealth check, please, Calix.
I'm proficient in that.
I
How
know.
good. We love fighters with proficiency and stealth. 23. 17 plus 6.
Okay. All right, that's not a problem. You you keep her close, as you're going through to find a quiet spot to spend time with her.
Hmm.
However, what you weren't expecting was this woman to show up halfway through the allotted time that you had to hang out with your sister.
Okay.
And you're kind of just off to the side talking with Nova when this woman strides up, pulls a chair out, and just sits down.
I hate being interrupted. You
Mhm.
are?
Well, my dear, my name is Allison. And you kidnapped my charge. So I don't like when people walk off with young children that I'm supposed to be watching. I tend to get antsy. And you notice that there is just a small glow kind of just coming off of her shoulders. Um, she is very clearly a caster of some sort,
Mm-hmm.
and she's a powerful one at that because it didn't take her very long to find you guys.
Cute! I hate it here! Look, Allison, this is all great and grand and things, but I planned on returning her. I just wanted a moment with my sister.
Oh, I'm aware of who you are. Did you know that your father still has a portrait of you in his study?
Disgusting. That's that's really hard to believe. I figured he'd burn everything by now.
No. No, it hangs there, right above the fireplace. I
Ah,
think he keeps it there as a reminder of how much he was disappointed in you, but look,
he told me every chance he could when I was younger how disappointed he was. And still doesn't have an effect.
that's good.
Over the
Means you've got tough skin.
fireplace.
Yeah, fireplace is usually a place of honor, so he clearly wasn't that disappointed in you. But regardless, I'm just here to
Please spare
supervise
me
said
in the
visit.
back. I'm just wondering, because, I don't need a portrait of me in that house.
Mm, what would you like me to do with said portrait then,
Oh, you don't have to do anything.
Calix?
You don't have to do anything. I'll go there myself. And if they don't keep the key in the same place, no multiple ways in and out of that house.
I will tell you that the window on the third floor, which was usually reserved for, well, your room, is usually left unlocked.
Hoping that I'm going to come home.
Yes, I believe that's the hope. But it's also the only window in the house that's left unlocked on a regular basis, so. Also, I don't have a problem with you disappearing with Nova. I just kind of wish you hadn't tried to do it in such a extravagant manner.
Oh, that was worth 5 gold. You don't even know.
Oh, it absolutely was. Your parents are assholes. And Nova's just looking between the two of you like, why are they getting along? This is weird.
You know, Ellison, I was going to look into you because I don't trust many people my parents hire. But after this meeting, I think we'll see eye to eye.
I should hope so. I'd rather teach your sister to be a good person than to take on that mantle. So please, don't let me interrupt your sibling time with your sister any longer.
I'll have her
I'm
back
just
within
here
the hour.
I'm just here to alleviate your parents' worry. If they don't see me, they assume that she's with me, and then they don't freak out, and you'll have more time.
That defeats the purpose that he wanted them to freak out.
I wanted them to be nervous. You know, seeing my parents squirm is one of my favorite things. Nova, block your ears. She doesn't even, you know what? I should have told her that a little while ago because, ooh, I could have colorful words and she's a child. Okay, now sing the La La song. La La La.
She starts doing like this really kind of cute song where she's just like really focused on her fingers. We know it as Baby Shark, but it's not. She doesn't use shark. It's another animal entirely.
Direwolf.
Because shark is one syllable, so it's gotta be one syllable. So direwolf doesn't work. But anyway, whatever it is, she gets super into doing the song while you're having this conversation.
Oh, perfect. All right. Well, may not visit tonight, but I'll visit before I leave. I will not be coming through that window because as much as I'd love to visit my old room, so that never sits right. So let's.
Fair enough. For the next, and she kind of glances up at the sky. For the next 3 nights, I'll leave my window unlocked. You can sneak through mine. I'm on the ground floor.
That's even better. I'll send a note, perhaps.
Yes, just send it with the young man who caused quite a stir, and I'm sure the lord and lady would be more than happy to see you. That was so worth it.
It really
I feel
was.
like
Did he get arrested?
I don't think so. I think...
Perfect.
Didn't you come in with a bunch of people?
I did.
Yes, I do believe that they may have managed to defuse the situation. We also just got a stretch, so everybody stretch.
Good stretch.
Okay, y'all. I just got energized.
That was a good stretch when you cough.
I just took a coffee shot. I'm gonna see how long this lasts.
All right. Well, you know, I'm gonna hate asking this because I don't do this often. But Nova, this is a dance. Do you want to dance?
Really?
I will give you one. Perhaps more if you talk me into it.
Okay. And she does. She just clambers up, and she is in the prettiest emerald green dress that you have ever seen, and it complements her smoke ganassi coloring perfectly. Your little sister is a vision.
That's adorable.
The
I
apple
love
of
that.
everyone's eye.
Yep.
I can't wait to take her from her parents.
Fred will love her.
I can't wait to take her from her parents. Jesus Christ.
You almost killed Valise. She just took a drink.
Sorry. I can't wait to commit kidnapping.
Can't wait to commit child disappear.
All right. Give me a performance check, please, Calix. At advantage because you are familiar with these dance steps.
Nat 20. 22.
You flow through this dance with her, even teaching her a few new steps that you've learned from your time as the sole heir, before, your parents had her. And, Allison watches with a smile on her face, because clearly you are better for Nova than your parents could ever hope to be.
Let's hope I get out of my line of work before I, commit the kidnapping. So,
Yeah,
Do
Do we
Allison
actually get to
approves.
see this?
everyone's like, please.
Valise.
I freaking wish.
I would have taken.
Valise.
I would have taken Nova like on the dance floor, yes, but like closer to one of the other corners. So like
Yeah.
Valise maybe could see it.
Valise and Fred, you both need to give me perception checks, please.
Yes, ma'am.
Because Valise has a vantage point and Fred is on the dance floor.
What is
We're
Belize?
missing the
What does
cue.
Belize say?
Damn it.
You know what?
Six?
I'll agree to that monstrosity being the song. What is that? A jewel?
Oh,
Like a little lobster friend.
Oh my god, yes, Zara, that is exactly that's exactly what it is.
14.
Perfect.
All right. Yeah, 14's enough that you see the hooded form of Calix that you've seen before dancing with a young girl dressed in emerald green.
Oh,
And it's not Fred.
See, Fred
Oh.
should notice the green right away.
You're too busy being whirled around on the dance floor by the Goliath, Fred.
Well, he isn't. I mean, come on. I'm only 5'3".
Yes, he is easily 7.5 feet tall. So
I'm trying to keep up with him.
His
Yes.
poor back.
Oh,
Nova
Oh.
has like this long, like smoky, cloudy looking hair. It's like sleek, and then it goes down into like a lighter gray sort of poofy.
that is precious.
yeah,
Belize will remember this.
it is
Belize will
adorable.
remember this.
It is very adorable. As they're turning around, Valise, like you kind of catch a smile on Val's face that you've never seen before, and it's like, what in the world is that Val's child? What you're trying to figure out is going on here because what the fuck? Val has never looked this happy. Ever. In the, 2 weeks or so that you've known him.
I can't wait for him to show back up tomorrow and just be like,
Grumpy pants.
Mental notes. Mental notes. Mental notes.
Eugen, you have been awfully quiet tonight. What are you doing, good sir? I don't wanna forget you amongst all the celebratory things.
My plan was quite similar to Monrex to start off at the bar and then head to the dance floor afterwards after I got a good lubrication level going.
Fantastic. You wanna give me a perception check to find yourself a dance partner?
Sure thing.
You don't find your dance partner so much as your dance partner finds you, because word is traveling through the crowd about the top 3 competitors in the adventurers bracket being here tonight. And suddenly you are beset by a bevy of dance partners. Both male, female, and of every race that is here in town for you to take your pick.
Never been this popular before, ever.
I
I just
love
kind of
that.
eeny, meeny, miny, mo and go out.
Sure, give me a performance check. Oh, let's see. You've imbibed quite a bit. Do I want to make you do it with disadvantage, or do I want to give you advantage?
That is a question only you can answer.
You know what, Eugen? You can go ahead and roll me a percentile. If it's high, you get advantage. If it's low, you get disadvantage.
I send my good vibes.
Too
Ooh,
late.
you can roll with disadvantage, sir.
I am so sorry. Oh no.
And performance.
Um, you're a little bit sloppy on your feet, but it might just be the unfamiliar dance moves. This isn't something you do on a regular basis, and the alcohol certainly isn't helping any.
I'd say not. Definitely appear to be tripping over the dance floor.
Maybe it's because it's slightly slanted. Who knows? Um,
I will happily blame the slanted floor.
fantastic. Um, let's see. Orion, because you are sitting off to the side, I need you to give me a perception check at advantage, please, sir.
Don't fail me, llama dice. Yeah. That's a 19.
Okay. You're hearing you're hearing quiet conversation. And the quiet conversation is between two soldiers. A glance shows that one of them is the squire that came up to talk to Zofia earlier.
Mm-hmm.
And what you hear is a very simple, she received a letter. This will be the last celebration we have for a long time. So if you're going to enjoy it well.
Oh dear.
Interesting.
Fred, you are whirled back to where and are now at Orion's side.
Oh, that was fun. Ryan, Ryan, do you dance?
No, I do not.
Oh. Oh, I think I'm gonna sit here next to you and have a drink. It'd be nice to get off my feet for a bit. It was hard keeping up with him. He's so much bigger. It's so nice to see Eugen and Monric having such fun out there. I wish Valise would have joined us. I think she'd have enjoyed this. Have you seen Calix? Or have you seen Val?
Wow.
I'm gonna keep
What?
Oh. He vanished off before y'all started dancing. Somewhere that way. West.
No.
Are you enjoying today?
Lots of interesting things.
What have you noticed? You seem to be so observant.
Well, I've never been to this city before, so a lot to take in. Very interesting layout of your temples. They're just kind of paired off here and there all the way through town.
Mm-hmm. Where's your owl? He must be really kind of off-putting with all the noise.
Do you want to know a secret?
Sure.
Owl appears on my shoulder.
Oh, wow! That's cool. Is he always there?
I take the owl and I gesture like I'm putting him inside the cloak and then just send him away.
Wow.
Owl pocket.
Owl pocket. That's cute.
I love
It's
that.
cute. You made it funny. I like that. Did you notice? And I don't remember her name. The female knight. She looked really concerned when she went away. Did you notice that?
Zofia was her name.
Sophia.
That was the one in blue, yeah?
Yeah. I hope everything's gonna be okay.
Didn't really see her seeming weird. Just seemed like she was called away.
Oh.
But
Okay. Maybe it's just me then. I hope so. I hope there's nothing bad gonna happen.
I will lower my voice. It seems her squire thinks there's some kind of issue, and there may be some trouble in the future.
Oh. Okay.
He talks very loud. Just kind of glance over my shoulder.
It's not so much that he talks loud, it's just that he didn't realize that given the noise of the band, that anybody would be able to hear him over the sound. Like these two were pretty close behind you, Orion, before they dispersed.
Hmm.
So like, imagine if you were standing just like on the other side of a low wall, right?
Well, they were discussing business in a crowded environment. That's their problem.
Yeah.
I hope that woman that fell is okay. She kind of hit the ground pretty hard. But he was a real nasty piece of work giving that guy a hard time. I mean, it's a crowded place. He hit him by mistake. It's not like he did it on purpose.
Orion doesn't know any different. Meh. Oh. Well, I do hope they're okay.
Yeah. Can I go get you a drink?
No, I'm okay.
I'm going to go grab a glass of wine. Would you like one?
No, I'm set, thank you.
Okay. Fred'll go get a drink and then make her way back.
Okay. And with that lovely little tidbit of RP, we're going to take a quick break. We are going to be back at 8:40, so it's going to be about 10 minutes. So use the bathroom, get yourselves drinks. I need to get something for my throat because talking is
Pretty rough.
yeah,
10 rough.
yeah, you get dry mouth and dry throat. So we will be back in about 10 minutes. We'll be live again at 8:40 and we'll keep going. So, we'll be back. Stick around. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for being patient as we took our break. So we are back, and there's still, well, party, do you have anything left that you would like to do here tonight at
I
this
want to see the
festival?
cute.
You don't get to see the cute.
I'm annoyed that I didn't get to see Val dancing with the kid. But no, I'm, you know,
All I'm
probably having too much
expecting.
to drink and finding someone to go home with. That's probably about it for me.
All right,
Well,
give me a charisma check. Just a straight charisma roll, please, Monric, about how well you can talk your way into somebody's bed. Not a save, give me a
Not at
check.
all.
Oh boy.
That was terrible.
I don't
know what?
know. You are a champion of the thing.
You know what? It's not that you managed to talk them into bed, it's that they managed to talk you into bed.
I love that for them. Bless. Get them genitals, kids. Get them genitals.
That's a way to put it.
Probably had a beer too many, and that's okay.
Yep.
The beer goggles are good.
Needless to say that you are quickly making a hasty exit in the morning, but the rest of you, Calix specifically, because you said you wanted to find out what that young man's name was.
I did. I do want to go find that guy and actually like buy him a drink.
Okay. Once you return Nova to Allison, and Allison then returns her to her parents, who are also your parents, you find this young man heartily discussing with some of the soldiers as he stands there in handcuffs.
Ay.
Ah, fuck. Allison said she didn't think he got arrested. Okay, how can I talk him out of this?
And they're laughing. Like, it's clear that this guy is friends with them, but he's still manacled. And they're just like,
show of it because of the parents, I'm gonna guess.
Sort of. Yeah. But also they're just like, man, we've told you about bothering the nobles. You can't keep doing that. They're gonna start thinking you're stealing shit from them instead of just being the little shit that we know you are. And he just kind of shrugs, and he's like, honest to God, this time I was being paid to do it. I didn't even want to do it, but I got paid. So
the sound of paid, I will walk up.
No, see? Buy this one right here.
Gentlemen.
They take one look at you, and the oldest one there, who has known your family for years because he's been around the town for as long as your family's been here.
Yep.
Recognition flares, and then he just blanks off his face, and he's just like, I'm sorry, how can we help you, sir?
Well, I'm afraid you've got my friend handcuffed. I was hoping to buy him a drink, and, well, if we can all have a conversation, I'll get us all drinks.
Sounds good to me. The rest of you, off you go. Enjoy the rest of your night. This is the oldest one. And he reaches, Calix, give me a perception check, please.
Ha!
Is that another nat 20?
No, it's a low number.
An 11? Okay.
11.
I was like, you're not telling me you got another nat 20, you little
shit. I didn't get a nat 20. No. No, I rolled a 6? Okay. Yeah, a 6. Yeah, a 6. Sorry, I was like looking at that, like, is that not a 6? It's a 6. Sorry.
Okay. You're realizing that he is an older elf. And I mean older elf is really saying something, because elves tend to look timeless until their hair starts going white. And even then they still look timeless, right? So yeah. You know what? Also, give me a history check, please. I want to see if you remember who this man is.
What the fuck would I remember who this man is? 14.
How much?
14, 1-4.
Okay. His face looks vaguely familiar. But what you are realizing is that these two men are brothers.
Oh, the guy that I helped and then this guy.
Yeah.
Oh, all right.
It's clear that there's something like 80 to 90 years between the two of them, but they are definitely brothers.
All right. That's fine.
He lets his, brother go, and the three of you walk up to the bar.
Perfect.
And they kind of sit on either side of you.
Fantastic. I don't like that, but that's okay.
And they both lean on the bar so that you don't have to try and lean past one of them to talk to them.
Yeah.
And their entire attention is focused on you.
Now, listen, I'm off the market if I know where these looks are going. So what'll it be, boys?
Ale is fine for me. And the older brother replies with the same. They're both fine with ale.
Perfect.
And as much as, my older brother here swings that way, I don't. So
it's a shame. Anyway, besides the point.
You just
for the record, Calix, that's where you realize that it's when he says that you realize that this man was your first crush that you knew was going nowhere.
Fantastic. Great. I just slink off the chair and into the ground like a puddle. Fine.
I mean,
I'm not even gonna I realize that and I'm like, and then I just blank face, good to go, we're fine. Okay, carrying on, pretending I never remembered that. Cool. Ale for the gentleman. Ale for myself. Make 2 ales. I'm gonna fucking chug one and then get ready to have the other.
4 ales are set down in front of you. You are told that they are going to cost you a copper piece each.
I throw a gold piece and say, I'll take, we can keep getting drinks until either that gold piece is done or we're done for the night.
All right, good to know. That's going to be a lot of drinks.
It's going to be a lot. What is it?
It's going to be a lot of drinks because it's 10 copper per 1 silver and it's 10 silver per 1 gold. So it's like 100 drinks.
Fantastic. I'm definitely getting some change back. Maybe. We'll figure it out.
Yeah, anyway, so they start drinking with you.
Mm-hmm.
And the oldest one kind of leans forward a little bit more. So what are you going, so what name are you going by these days?
Well, right now it's Val. Not my best, I'll say, but had to come up on it with, very quickly.
All right, Val. So what did you pay my stupid brother here for anyway?
Oh, I just needed him to put on a good show of, checking into the parents, but I just wanted to talk with my sister, and let's be honest. Oh, you put on one hell of a show. That is more than I could have asked for. If I could kiss you, I would, which I won't. But it was beautiful. It was absolutely fantastic.
Oh, fuck. I want to say it. I want to say it so badly.
Do it.
I feel like I should wait for Anita to get back. She's going to get a kick out of it.
Okay.
Remind me when she gets back. I will say it because it's. Anyway. My name is Silvar, and you clearly know my brother already. Zeos.
Perfect. I was about to say, I'm like, yeah, definitely.
I know.
Zeos and Silvar, got it.
Yep. Sarvin. He also includes his last name.
Type those to me.
They are in the D&D chat, dear. I even put a picture of what Silvar looks like.
Oh, that's what that was for. I was like, I don't know who that man is. I don't even know who he is.
How do you spell the brother's name?
That's your fridge.
Yeah.
That's your fridge.
That he's the elf that knocked it. Perfect. Oh, Silver is the one that knocked him. Zeus is
Yeah.
the older brother. Okay,
Yes.
perfect. For some reason, my brain swapped them. Got it. Silver, Zeus. Got it. Okay, that's how I remember this. Anita's
Yep.
back.
Perfect.
Grant me a
So
moment.
when
Give me one
when you say that, your performance was so good I could kiss you, but I'm not
Yeah.
going to, he just kind of like leans in a little bit more and he's just like, well, what's a little platonic kissing between shit disturbers?
And a fire breaks out at the bar.
My hair
It
flares.
definitely
My nostrils smoke. Smoke comes from my shoulders. No, none of that happens. It's just like kind of one of those like platonic. That's what they're calling it nowadays.
Well, I mean, it's not going to mean anything for me. Is it going to mean anything for you?
You know, it
Oh
wouldn't
my.
now, but past me is going to be living his best life. And I will do it. I will
Yes!
lean over and I will kiss this man.
Perfect.
I love that for you. Yeah. Get them genitals, kids. Get them genitals.
Anita, we waited for you just so that I could say that line because I knew you were going to get a kick out of it.
Inner baby is not fulfilled.
It's like the kiss happens. It's like I lean back. I'm just like, my boyfriend does it better.
I'll admit your lips are a little firm for me. I prefer them a little bit softer.
Oh my.
That's what
But
No, I can
that's what I
tell
got
you're
to lay.
straight. But did this make you realize how straight you truly are?
Have you ever had this rather interesting food? They
Interesting
bake
food. You'll
it.
have to be more specific there.
Yeah, I'm getting there. I'm getting there. So they bake it and they roll it out in these really thin strands, right?
You telling me I have thin lips?
No. Okay. He tries and fails to describe pasta to you without saying the word pasta.
Bro, we know everybody's straight until heat is added.
Except he's just like, but see, I'm the one that's already loosey-goosey because I am just straight. There's no need to add heat. It's just already there.
You know what? I will leave you.
You know
be.
what? This is a bad metaphor.
We can actually we can stop this conversation.
Yeah, this is a bad
I'm not
metaphor.
even going to kiss your brother, and I'm going to guess that he is a better kisser than you. You were worth the 5 gold for a distraction, but nothing else. I get it.
I love
get
this for y'all. Honestly, I love it.
It is like your guys' conversation is absolutely filled with laughter.
Yeah.
It is clear that these guys are just they enjoy joking around, right? So despite his really shitty metaphor, he knows what,
doing his best. And that's
he's doing his best.
Stick to women.
Yeah, and he's okay with that because he likes women. He likes women a lot.
For him.
However, his brother
Always
just kind of
token straight.
His brother is just killing himself laughing because this is hilarious. And his brother even goes so far as to just gently put his hand around your shoulder before he leans in and he's just like, put him out of his misery. Let's move.
No, oh, she's frozen.
Let's go see the girlfriend tonight.
Wait a minute.
Woo! Please repeat the last sentence and a half. You froze and put him out of his misery.
Damn it!
Okay, I thought it was me I was about to get.
Okay, sorry, you said put him out of his misery?
That's where the last thing we heard.
Okay.
Yep.
If his face gets any redder, he's not going to be able to go visit his girlfriend tonight.
Ooh.
His face gets any redder. Sorry, he's not going to go see his girlfriend tonight?
He's not going to be able to go see his girlfriend tonight.
I know I'd have that effect on him, but yeah, I'll take it.
I don't think it's that kind of effect, Val. It would be for me, but not for him. It's literally just his blood won't go south.
Is an effect I can have on people. Blood going elsewhere, I mean. Like, out of their body. You know, I'm gonna stop talking.
And he's
As in I
big.
stab people. You know what's a really good trick I've learned? Stabbing people, cauterizing the wound, and then hoping for the best.
Yeah, that's a thing. That's a
If
thing.
you guys need an interrogator, I'm for hire.
Have you ever thought about stabbing somebody with a heated weapon so it self-cauterizes and you can torture them longer?
It would be good for doing toast as well.
He got a point, y'all. He got the point.
Both of them get that, like, pensive look on their face, like, huh. You heat up a knife and you take it through the bread slowly. It's gonna toast it on its own. And they're just, like, fascinated with this idea, and they're just like,
No.
you know what? When we're
I may
not
be just a
hungover,
fighter,
we're
but
gonna
I'm a
try it.
fighter with brains.
Trust me, nobody here is saying that you don't have brains. You, A, somehow managed to find the one guy who was gonna cause the biggest distraction in this crowd, paid him to do the thing that you needed him to do, absconded, I'm assuming, with your sister,
Yes.
somehow managed to make sure that you picked the guy who had relatives in the guard. Although I think that was chance. I think that was chance, so you just got lucky with that one. So we're not going to attribute that one to you.
I will say, I was ready to break him out of prison if needed. You know I've got your back now.
I'll keep that in mind.
Also, actually, you know what? And I ignore the guy that I paid. I ignore Silver for a second, and I turn to Zeus, and I'm just like, I have a question of you, actually. And you know, I will pay if need be, because it may cause a little bit of a ruckus, and seeing as you're part of the guard, I was hoping you could be the guard on scene, if anything. You know, just a little planned action. I have to pay a visit home, let's say. I'll call it that, because that's 50% what it is. But I have to do a little of you know, removing something from the house that I don't wish would be there. Now, not killing anybody. I'll put that on the table flat out, because as much as I want to, Nova still needs her parents.
Okay, so let's do this as a hypothetical. Yeah? Shall we run this through as a hypothetical?
Yeah. As a hypothetical, there's a painting that I just don't like. And they still have it even though I don't like it. And if something were to happen to it,
some evidence might go missing. I don't see why that couldn't be worked out.
Exactly.
You'll owe me.
And you know what? I will take that. The next time I am in town and you need me, feel free to call on me.
I will. You have yourself a deal. On this hypothetical, of course.
Of course. You both lovely gentlemen can have as many drinks as you like up to that gold piece. And then if there's money left over, you are more than welcome to take it, split it, do whatever. I think I'm going to turn in for the night.
All right. Well, it's been a pleasure to meet you, Val. And do try to stay out of trouble for the rest of your stay here.
What's the fun in that?
Well, it means I don't have to arrest you, so...
Well, I'm sure we could work something out to cancel that, right?
Oh, I'm sure you could, but somehow I think... Didn't you mention that you have a partner?
You are correct, actually, and I did, yeah. Yes,
I actually had to think about that. I couldn't remember if you had mentioned it or not.
No, he does have a partner, yes, and he is faithful to said partner, even though he flirts like an asshole.
Yep. All right. just try to stay out of trouble.
Of course.
And if some evidence goes missing, some evidence goes missing. Who's going to be the wiser?
That is lovely. And you know what? In a drunken state, I will grab both gentlemen once by the chin and I'll give them both a kiss on the cheek and then I'll dip.
Okay.
It's just a friendly goodbye.
Yep.
A friendly goodbye.
So
Between
you-
kind of kissing
friends.
amongst friends.
Yeah. I mean, what's a little platonic kissing between friends?
Exactly.
Calix, you
quotations.
now have 3 allies in the city of Ravenford.
Beautiful. 3?
You
Oh,
have
yes, 3. Sorry.
you have Zeos Servan, Silvar Servan, and Allison.
Allison, perfect.
Yeah, I'm not saying that last name. Screw that. And Allison, who is your sister's tutor. All right. Anybody else want to do anything tonight, or is everybody going to be turning in?
Yeah, I'm turning in.
Yep.
You'll find
We know
Billy on the floor
Modric
if you
went
had
home with somebody in the lock of shame in the morning.
it. Love
I
that.
have no idea where I am in this town either.
We'll find him on the street later.
Has anyone seen my friends? I don't know
I'm a
where
little
I
lost.
Monric, go ahead and give me we're gonna call it a survival check to try and find your way through the town.
Well, that's good. I can do survival.
Yeah, you managed to backtrack to the city, like the town square, and from there you're able to backtrack to the inn, and you get there and you fall down in your bed and you just go back to sleep.
He's
That's
a
a
little messy.
plan.
We're all sitting there like, oh, he looks like he had a great time. You know what
I'll
else
Yeah,
is
because
have
we're
a
all
good
sharing the
one.
same room.
We love it here.
Yup.
What else
He's
is
last
Ravenford
one
good
in.
for?
He's
But
the
a good
last one
time.
in. He doesn't get a bed. He's on the floor.
Oh my
Or
god.
whoever
that's
is
right.
on the bed just got a cuddle buddy.
That's right. I forgot that you guys are all sharing the same room.
Yeah, Felice has a little bedding on the floor, and she's curled up.
So who was sleeping on the bed? I guess that's a good question.
Not me.
Fred.
I only sleep on beds I'm comfortable with sharing.
So is it just Fred on the bed?
2 beds,
Fred and Belize.
I think.
Yes, there was
Nah,
2
Felice
beds.
is on the floor.
There was 2 beds. Who was sleeping in the other bed?
You know, if nobody's gonna take it, I will. But if somebody is gonna take it, I am more than comfortable sitting up against the wall and sleeping there. I'm in a good mood. You know what? I'll give up the bed. I don't need it.
Love that
Alright.
for you.
Who are you?
Zara, you've got your microphone muted if you're trying to talk, dear.
Eugen gets
Did
the
not
bed.
realize that.
Welcome back.
Nice.
So was that Eugen requesting the other bed?
Oh, I actually said almost exactly what Val here said. I said if no one else is gonna go for it, I'll take it.
You know what? How
Fantastic.
about we both take the bed, except instead of sleeping diagonally on it, we both get halves of it. So we kind of have to sit, but at the same time, we both get the bed.
Sure.
Or we
do
could
that.
push the two. We could push the 2 beds together, and we could lay 3 across it.
No.
I
Do the Willy
figure Val
Wonka thing
don't
where
like
it's just heads
sharing
and
with
feet.
nobody about their
You know
stuff.
what? Because this is gonna be funny. Monric,
Sorry?
roll me a D2, please.
If you ended up on the bed with the
no.
2 of us, you are literally getting kicked off the bed. I don't care if
So
Eugen
they
doesn't do
strong
it.
pick
I will do it. A donkey kick.
No, D2, Monric,
Oh, like
not a
flip a
D4.
coin.
Yeah. Trying to remember the nomenclature for the roll.
You could just do /roll 1d2.
There we go.
Yeah. Yep. He stumbles in at dawn, Calix and Yugen, you're both asleep. And he just, without really realizing it, flops down on the bed on top of both of your legs and is out cold.
I'm about to commit a murder. I am broken by this donkey kick.
No.
You better hope I'm at the end of the bed and I'm kicking your legs.
Definitely wakes up, starts trying to just push him off me.
Yeah, we're both sitting there like, okay, you know what? This is the one time I'll use like cooperative action. 1, 2.
Monra, you land in a heap on the floor, and you don't move from that spot, and you just lay there. You know what? The floor's not that bad.
We both sit there. We're like,
That floor's
he's fine. Yeah,
fine.
he's fine.
Fine, yeah, no.
I'm fine. I'm fine.
Sorry, but not really sorry. Apologize. You chose the wrong
Oh
bed,
my God.
motherfucker.
It's the wrong bed. Crazy.
The town
It's a
is
nice soft.
Was there a window in the room?
yes, but it's not very big.
I would have posted up on the floor with looking at the window and just kind of sat there and slept through the night.
Okay. The town is slow to get going in the morning. I mean, of course it is. Everybody was busy partying the night before. However, there is almost a significant difference in your... Oh, excuse me. In the way things... Sorry, hold on. Okay. Oh my god. What was I saying?
Town's getting
There's a
slow going in the
significant
morning.
difference in the
Oh.
morning.
Right, okay, but there's a slight difference. The soldiers all seem... all the soldiers that you see that are up and moving are significantly more on edge than they were when you arrived. Which, I mean, that's not to say, everybody was getting ready for a party, so anything short of party mode is more alert than what they were when you got here, right? But there's still, an edge to it. It's about mid-afternoon by the time the 6 of you are gathered once more, together. Monric, you've slept off what could possibly be quantified as a mild hangover.
Well, then it was a great night.
Yeah. And you're all sitting there enjoying your food before a squire. This one is also a Goliath, so she is easily 6 feet, if not larger.
Hello, ma'am. She's frozen again.
All of,
Start over.
yes. I was sent to collect Fred and her companions.
Yes.
I think that would be us.
Please finish your meal. The knight lieutenants would like to have a word with you.
Goody.
As
Okay.
far as I'm aware, you're not in trouble, hence why you're able to finish your food. I believe that they just have a task for you to do.
I shovel whatever's left into my face and stand up while I'm, trying to finish chewing it down.
Fair enough.
All right, ready to go.
Is anybody else going to take their time, or is everybody else just shoveling in food?
I'm not eating, so I'm ready to go whenever.
They came in, Valise had already finished her food. So.
Okay.
Good.
All right.
Yep.
As
Well,
you
good to go.
Perfect. So as you head out, Fred, you lead them towards the Knights Barracks, decorated as it always has been in blue and orange. And as you stride in, you are directed by one of the sergeants dressed in blue, to what would normally be called a war room. It is a giant room, but it's a large room with a large table as the main fixture. And this table contains a map detailing local farms and towns and routes, borders. It's an area map, is basically what it is. All around is a flurry of activity as the Dragonborn Knight Lieutenant, Zofia, continues to draft a letter. There are 4 rolled scrolls next to her already, and she is finishing off the letter that she has in front of her. When she glances up, Durward also arrives back with his squire, the Goliath woman that you all were told to come here by, with her in tow. And he walks over to look over Zophia's shoulder to read over the letter before they put both of their seals on it. It's rolled up and sealed with wax.
Hi, we were told to come by.
As you speak, it's almost as though every face turns to look at you, and all the activity stops before it continues. Like, it's just that brief, oh, there's people in here, and then activity resumes. You're gestured to walk forward towards the table.
Cool.
We were
Okay.
curious. I apologize. I am Sir Durward the Hammer, and this is Dame Zofia the Castle Breaker. We are the knight lieutenants here. I know that our introductions may have been rather quick, but I'm seeing 2 new faces that I didn't meet the night before, so I figured proper introductions were in order.
Oh, absolutely. This is Valise. She was the winner. And this is Val.
Uh,
How are you? I
Alex,
realized I was muted.
how are you dressed?
Like I would normally be. Like how I was in the party. It's not
So hood up?
slightly up. Like probably like they'd see his face. He'd know that they recognize him, but he still kind of looks at them and gives a little like,
They don't say anything.
My
But
hood is all the way up.
Yeah, the light of recognition shows for both Zofia and Durward at you, Calix, but they say nothing.
perfect. That's fine.
Um,
A pleasure to meet you both.
the pleasure is ours. We hate to be an imposition. I'm sure you would have enjoyed to spend your day recovering from such a festival, but we find ourselves a little short on runners, and we were wondering in which direction you were intending to travel.
To Egos.
Ah, so are you headed to Igas through Thropes then?
If I remember the area correctly, yes.
Your answer is yes.
We're going by way
Okay.
of Falkirk.
Would you be so kind as to deliver a letter for us?
Sure.
Simple. What's the catch here?
No catch, you just need to deliver the letter and put it directly in the hands of Hold on. I need to find the Knight Lieutenant's names.
Lol.
My new night lieutenant.
You need to put this directly into the hands of either Sir Raymond the Battle Warden, or Sir Alistair the Plane Watcher. They'll be relatively hard to miss. One of them is a centaur.
We can do that.
I will open up my book and rifle back to yesterday. Does this have anything to do with the last celebration for a long time?
She looks at you with a very pointed look before she looks at her squire. And she just says, you and I are going to have words that you're not going to like later. It might. And her attention is now back on you, Orion. It might.
It's good
However,
to know what one is getting into before agreeing to services.
all you're doing is delivering a letter for us. We're not asking you to get involved.
Why do I feel that that is going to be rescinded later?
If it is, it won't be because of us here. If somebody else asks you to join, that's on them. But we are not asking you to join. We are only asking you to deliver a letter because we are short-handed. We are in the middle of some preparations that need to be handled immediately, and if you're headed in that direction anyway, it saves us manpower. Since you're headed in that direction, we're not missing somebody for 2 weeks.
Sure. 2 questions.
I'm happy to do it.
And we may have 2 answers.
1, are we receiving anything for this courier service? And 2, is there anything we need to be worried about?
Well, yes, I was planning on handing... I mean, you're delivering a message, so it wouldn't be very costly. I mean, a gold piece each, that's more than fair for message delivery. I'm not even asking you to memorize the message because I'm going to hand you a closed scroll.
Sounds simple enough.
As for something you should watch out for, we've heard word that there might be some goblins in the area.
Ah, there's the
Goblins are easy.
catch.
But they may have already been dealt with. Thropes didn't really... Well, they didn't attend the ceremonies any more than we did, so they may have already dealt with it. But just keep your eyes peeled, I guess.
Does she
And you
seem
should be fine.
to be honest?
Both Durward and Zofia are being 100% honest with you.
So, delivering it to Throat, sorry?
Yes, delivering it to Thropes. You need to put that letter into either the hands of Raymond, the Battle Warden, or Alistair, the Plane Watcher.
Plane Watcher?
Yes.
Okay. I will send you today's portent numbers because it's a new day.
Okay.
Ooh, we got a good spread today.
Sorry, I'm just double checking something. Okay, we're good. Is there any more information that we can give you?
I believe the letter.
Yes. He takes a look at you all, and holds the letter out to Orion.
I accept the letter. And into sleeve. I'll put this next to my owl.
It's of great importance to get it there as quickly as possible, but we also know that it is rather late in the day if you wish to start your journey in the morning.
Wait, isn't this the morning?
No,
Mid-afternoon.
it's mid-afternoon.
Afternoon, okay.
I have business to attend to tonight. If the others don't mind, that is.
I suppose we could.
Well,
Wait.
we should make sure we've got all our gear. I mean, we've got a little bit of a trip, so we should make sure we have, horses and gear and
Everything we need.
everything we need. You're right, Val.
Perfect.
I can't believe you agreed with me, but okay. Fred just kind of smiles at you.
You always have good ideas, Fred. Is there any other service that we can attend to while we're waiting, or that you might need inthropes?
Well, we wouldn't be opposed if you were willing to assist with cleanup. And you'll be fairly compensated by a free night at the inn, as well as meal and drink covered reasonably.
Fred will offer to help that so that we've got the free night.
I can do that, sure.
No.
There is a
That's
quick
okay, Val.
there's a quick letter drafted up by Durward while Zofia stands, and you watch as she walks over to her squire, who is also a dragonborn like she is, grabs him by one of his horns and drags him outside.
Oh, somebody's in trouble.
Be his trip.
Shouldn't talk business at a party.
Oh, he is about to learn that lesson the hard way.
The other knight is still here in front of us?
Yes, Durward is still here in front of you.
Durward is still in front of us? How fares the well-dressed couple that got into the tussle yesterday? It looked like there was a hell of a shouting match.
Hey, Quentin. What's your family's last name?
I do have a last name for Calix. Hold on.
But is it the same last name as his parents?
Yeah, but he wouldn't use it. He would
Okay.
never say it. Apparently, I didn't fucking give him a last name. Hold on.
Durwoody.
Hold on. We're gonna have a placeholder for now, just
Sure.
because,
Blue.
blue.
No. You say that. Mom and I actually know somebody in real life whose last name is Blue.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Where is...
Greg.
Yep.
Where is it? Hold on.
They were the Genasi-looking folk.
Yep. I'm waiting for
Oh, yeah.
I'm just waiting for my placeholder
use,
name.
Here, use this for now. Norvire, sorry, is how it's pronounced. I'll give you the spelling.
I'm just clarifying while he's processing.
Yep. Yes, the Novires are they're a hardy pair. They're fine. He tends to get a little bit uppity when it comes to his nobility status. We put up with him because, I mean, he does a good job with the farms that he controls, so it brings good business to the town. We had high hopes for the son, but then the son ran off, so who knows? Maybe the daughter will be cut of better cloth. Why, yes,
I'm
Calix, he
sure
is
the son
throwing
had a
shade
good
while
run.
standing right in front of you.
I hear the daughter doesn't want to take over. Just idle talk between people last night.
I heard they're not really giving her a choice.
I can't wait to hear the end of that story.
I'm sure. But they're fine. They tried to press charges on Sylvar, but we're not going far with it. It was the festival. It was an accident. Sylvar said somebody shoved him, and it's a crowded area, so nobody can disprove it. And to be honest, it was kind of funny watching his wife fall on her face anyways, so.
Oh, you can say that again.
Fred's just looking at him like,
To be fair, Fred, you haven't really heard a lot of nice things about them.
true, I guess I
Despite
would
not
know about.
knowing them, you don't know them, but you haven't
Once-
heard nice things about them.
Okay. So once I hear the name, I realize who they're talking about.
Yes.
Val seems very interested in their suffering. Writing that in notes. Okay.
Do you mutter that while saying that?
No.
Okay.
I'm saying that for the benefit of the viewers. That is for you. Last time I spoke to you about shit, you tried to burn my notes. Not gonna mutter that out loud. Yes, Decca, that was for you.
Is for me? Yes, Decca.
Is always for you.
All right. With that, you guys are, politely escorted out of the barracks. Monric, before you leave, I need you to give me a history check, please, sir, at advantage.
Oh. Okay, not bad.
The one thing you notice that they don't give you a chance to comment on is that this war table, normally it would probably be blank. Or at least, it's got minor things on it. This one is, it has the starts of people planning for a siege or preparing for military maneuvers.
Nice. Something's going on. I'm going to be part of it.
You might just be.
And if we're working for the hammer, I'm even happier. Because someday I'm going to replace it.
I just realized something really entertaining. I don't know if Monric would have been able to get back in the room because I had the key inside the room.
We're going to be nice and say that he can get back into the room.
We left it unlocked. He'd find his way home.
Fred would have left it unlocked for him.
I just kind of looked into my inventory and I was like, heh, that's great.
Yeah, we're gonna be nice and say that
no,
he got it.
You're good. I was just giggling.
No,
Okay.
no worries. It would have been funny.
Official start really quick, because it's not going to be Norvire, it's going to be Quen. Quen.
Quen?
It's going to be pronounced Quen.
Quen.
So it sounds like Quinn, but it's Quen.
Spell that one more time.
Quen. And yes, I realized that is the beginning of my name, but when I found the surname, I'm like, wow, that looks really cool. And I'm like, I wonder why. But Quen.
Okay. Perfect.
I shouldn't mispronounce that considering the fact that it is the first part of your name.
I'm helping.
You're helping.
Probably been fixed fine.
Okay, so as you leave your new task at hand, you know that the next place you're journeying to is Thropes. And you will be on the watch for Sir Raymond or Sir Alistair. Calix,
Yes.
you have something you wanted to do. Are you going to inform your traveling companions of it?
Why the fuck would I tell them that I'm going to my childhood family home to burn a portrait of myself? No, I'm sneaking out. Sorry.
Okay.
Love that for you.
All right, Calix, the other thing I'm going to ask you is how obvious are you going to be about trying to avoid their scrutiny?
Party?
Yes, the party.
Well, if anything, I'm just like while we're all, I guess, sitting for dinner, because we're all sitting for dinner. I sit down for dinner and then everybody just crowds me and I'm like, fuck, can't get rid of you people in 30 seconds. No, I'll just say that I'll be late back to the room tonight, that I'm
Sure.
visiting with an old friend.
I do not crowd you. I give you your space.
What kind of business do you have with this friend?
Conversation from the party last night. Why is it? I won't be long.
Just curious. Doesn't hurt to
What?
ask.
Let them handle their business. Prying eyes get snuffed. Have you ever heard of the phrase?
I've heard of many.
Do not make your prying obvious, friend.
I won't be long. I'll be back in the room before you know it. If that's
Do you
what
want
you're
us to
worried
leave the
about.
door? Do you want us to leave the door unlocked like we did for Monric last night?
Well, I'm sure even if you wanted to lock it, I'm sure I could make my way in, but you could do either or.
We'll leave it
Enjoy-
open for you.
Enjoy your visit.
I will. Thank you.
Take your
Who's eating
time.
your supper?
Oh, it's just a quick visit. In and out, really. Enjoy your meal. Then I'll head off.
All right.
I love that. Out of character, I love that so much. I love that. I'm sorry. Please continue.
All right, Calix, I'm going to need you to give me a stealth check because you're sneaking.
Is it to the house that I'm sneaking?
Yep.
12.
A couple people see you, but they don't give you any mind.
Brian, did you want something to say?
Give me an investigation check because you got to figure out which room is Allison's.
Perfect.
Oh, I did want to hop in for 1 second.
What's up?
I would have given Val about 30-40 seconds after they left the door, walk to the door and send Owl out and see where Val's headed.
Valise will give her nod of approval.
You don't know what I'm doing.
Oh no, I don't. You're right.
But
All right.
I'm just
I thought I
gonna
would've-
Some fresh air.
The owl
Yeah.
coming from the owl pocket. You got it.
reach into pocket, pull out Owl, and nighttime flight. He enjoys it. And then I'm gonna head up to the room and just kind of sit down and see if I can find Val.
All right.
With 12, I don't feel like that'd be
With
hard.
a 12, it's not that hard.
Perfect.
Yeah.
You said
Give me that
investigation?
investigation. Yes, please.
18.
How much?
18, 1-8.
Okay. Yeah, you're able to find which room is hers,
Perfect.
and you test the window, and as promised, the window is open. As you're slipping in, oh my god.
She's there, that's fine. It's a hoot shoot.
No, I just saw what Steve put in chat.
A hoot shoot. I love it. I live for this. I'm thriving.
Wait a goddamn second.
Hoot shoot.
Can you give me a dexterity saving throw, please, Calix?
Perfect. I love having something thrown on me. Is she naked?
Why
What
is that the
the?
question?
17.
You
Probably
managed
naked.
you managed to dodge your head out of the way as a knife just shunk right into the wood where your head was.
You know, if I was a lesser man, I'd probably be dead.
Yes, well, if you were a gentleman, you'd have at least tapped on the window first.
I was considering the options, but I'll be honest, I thought you'd be asleep.
My
Are you
light was
decent?
on.
I would have like turned my face. I'm like when she threw the knife afterwards, because I'm like now it's like who would throw a knife? Basic first year. I'm an intruder. Yes, I understand that. But also, are you decent?
You turn and look at her, and she is. She's just got her skirt like rucked up to her knee, and you see a calf holster on her that has 6 knives, and one of them's missing because it's currently stuck in the wood next to your face.
Oh,
Nice.
that's very pleasant. I quite like that for you. And I'll like lean over and like pull the knife out and hand it back to her.
Your parents are at the Delano's tonight, so you've got about, and she glances up at the mantle, 2 hours to do what you need to do. Try to avoid the servants because I doubt they're going to be as accommodating as I. Good luck.
Of course. There were workers that liked me here, though, but
Y-
I mean, I wasn't always a horrible child, at least to them.
Yes, but they've pretty much fired everybody who was here with you originally.
That's unfortunate. Do they have
Yes,
good
they.
jobs now? Do you know?
Sorry, wait, what was the question?
Do they have good jobs now? Are they like well off, or are they?
Most of them wound up moving to. They wind up moving to the barracks. Working and serving the night lieutenants. So yes, most of them are well employed. Those that aren't decided to get into something a little bit more hands-on.
All right. I will make the familiar path to the office. To the office. That's where it was.
Okay. Give me a stealth check at advantage because you know these halls very well.
21.
Oh yeah. You avoid all the servants. You don't disrupt the carpet. You're not leaving a trail. You are like a ghost in this house. And you make it to your father's study.
Perfect. Is there
And
anything of note here? Like,
not really.
is there anything I can sell? Not
No.
that I'm low on cash, but at the same time, I'm like, you know,
Not that he wouldn't notice missing considering the fact that you're about to burn the portrait.
perfect. And actually, it's not even that I'm going to burn like the entire portrait. What I will do is, because of ooh, platinum paperweight. I put it in my pocket. So I know the cantrip produce flame because of my race. So what I will do is I will go up to the portrait, and if I have to climb up on something, like move a chair around, move the desk, I will. I will take the time to actively semi-trash my dad's office, which is fine. But I am mostly going to burn out myself and burn out Nova.
Wow, that's not ominous at all.
And it's mostly just like it's controlled flame. That's what I want. I want to like take my hand and move it up the portrait of myself and the portrait of Nova. How old would this painting be? Would it be me as a child and Nova as a baby,
Yep.
or
That's
Perfect.
exactly what it is. It's the last family portrait you guys did before, you and your father had your falling out.
Oh, it wasn't just my father that I had the falling out with, but that's okay.
Yeah, but your falling out with your mother was different and came later.
Yeah, that's okay. But no, burning out myself and Nova. On his desk I will produce flame one more time, and I will leave a handprint on his desk, something that will last, something that is deep. And if the flames flick out, that's fine as well, but I will make sure to put it out. I don't want to start a fire in the house. Nova still lives here. And I will leave a small note of, you don't deserve us.
Wow.
Beautiful. Love every second. I'm here. Here, I'm active.
And that's all I'm going to do. I will leave the desk in place and a mess. I will leave his chair pushed around. That's fine. And that's it. That's all I'm going to do. It is the only place that will have some form of destruction in it. And he's lucky that Nova still lives here, because I'd burn this place to the ground.
You go out the way you came. All told, that took you an hour and a half.
Okay.
Just to make sure you controlled the flame enough that all you burnt out was yourself and Nova, and then burning the message into the desk, putting it back to rights. It took you an hour and a half.
Yeah.
By this point, you let yourself back into Allison's room, and she is laying in bed reading. And you make note that it looks like it's a spell book that she is reading from. And are you going to say anything to her, or just attempt to exit the...
Probably just a soft, rest well. And thank you.
Thanks. You should know your sister is very proficient with magic.
I'm not surprised. She's a talented kid.
I'll be teaching her, with your leave.
Of course. It's not like I can help her with that. It's not my skill set.
All right. Well, I'll be teaching her how to be a wizard.
Perfect. Take care
Best of
her.
luck. Where can I find your partner?
Oh. Oh God, where do I live otherwise? Fuck, I travel a lot.
Well, I don't need to know where you live. I need to know where he lives.
Man. He's the name holder of the house, but... I don't know, what's a good place that's far enough from this place that Calix could find home in? And it doesn't have to be where he works from.
Valhall?
Well, it depends. Do you care where you're gonna be from? Like, country-wise? Or...
For Doe, it would be a nice enough place, probably away from a lot of fighting.
Then Gushu is probably your best bet.
Okay. Then that is where, I will leave the address for her written down.
Okay. She looks at it, and then you watch as she quickly jots down that information that you gave her into her spell book. And as you're watching, the writing doesn't seem to disappear so much as it changes into a language that you don't understand.
That's a neat trick.
It's a feature of my spellbook. If you're not me, it changes everything in it to a language that you can't read.
I will take the paper that I wrote, or actually no, I would have just spoken it to her and let her write it down.
Yeah.
Perfect. Take care of Nova. Sure, I'll be back to visit. I'll knock this time.
Smart, if you don't want a knife to the gut.
Oh, but she missed last time. I like my odds.
I'm not always going to miss. And maybe next time it'll be a spell.
All right. Hold on. I best to get going. I told my party that I wouldn't be long.
Enjoy.
A quick wave and back to the room.
Okay. Is there anything anybody else would like to do before you conclude your final night in Ravenford?
What of that would I have seen?
You would have seen Val enter the room, hour and a half later leave.
Okay, was it like a big house?
It's a mansion.
It's
I
a
guess it's
mansion?
It is a mansion.
Okay. Cool. Nope, I've just been sitting up in the room where I would have fallen asleep looking out the window, but being an owl. Cool. That's it for me.
Okay. Anybody else?
Nah. The Valise is just going to stay put until she returns. She'll be the one keeping an eye out for Val.
Yeah, Monarch's gonna make sure we have supplies, and other than that, he's got a job. Go out and party.
For those that were assisting, for
yes,
those
and he
that were
did go
assisting with the cleanup, you are paid 7 silver pieces each for your assistance.
Nice.
And of course, as you all settle in to rest for the night in your one-room accommodation for the 6 of you, that is where we are going to call it for the evening. Their next step is to head towards Thropes with a letter to be delivered. We have seen the inner workings of one of our characters and what drives him to be who he is. He's made some allies. Well, more allies than he already had. We got to watch Fred in her element here in Ravenford. Orion being more perceptive than people may have given him credit for. Monric and Eugen cutting up the dance floor as if they owned it, and whether they were good or not, they certainly left an impression. And Valise, the ever-quiet watcher over the entire thing. When we come back, they will be traveling. We will be back next week with another episode of A Knight's Ransom. We are taking our break on Friday, and we'll be back on Saturday, barring any sort of medical and or technical emergency, with another episode of The Stolen Cities, where we are about to fight a bad guy. And, well, I mean, what could possibly go wrong?
Everything.
Everything. But you know what? We're going to find out what's going to happen there. Monday night, we'll be back with season 2 of the Troubleshooters. Where are you guys at with that, by the way?
Complicated.
We are
Like-
currently on the run from the
Directorate.
being or body of people who hired us in the first place. It's complicated, is a good word for it.
Good to know. Tuesday, we are going to see another episode of The World at War. Where are they with that, Otter?
Sure. Let's see here. The last I heard, Tuesday is currently full of fish folk.
Okay.
2 sessions ago, I know that Sasha and her family were teleported out of Talaris's apartment, and the rest of the band was left to finish the members in the house. They did not burn the house down, and were on their way to meet up with Sasha.
All right.
They are investigating a cult.
Good to know.
Mm-hmm.
I believe we still have another showcase in the works on Wednesdays, but we'll have more information for that as soon as we have that information for you. And of course, we'll be back on Thursday as the party travels to Thropes. We'd like to thank our sponsors, D&D Beyond, that is D, the letter N, dbeyond.com, as well as Lucky Dice Cafe and Liquor Express. We know times are tough. We know things are bad. Vaccines are starting to roll out. That doesn't mean this is over. That doesn't mean you get to just ignore what's going on. So, as always, wear your mask, social distance, wash your hands, be good to one another, and remember, roar for initiative. Have a good night, everybody. See you next week.
Have you ever fought a dragon and stormed its mountain lair? Have you ever killed a vampire and seen the evil in its lair? Have you ever sought adventure and couldn't find it anywhere? Well, here's the answer to your call. We are the Dire Bear. Adventuring company. Come leave behind all your cares. Dire Adventuring company. Come with me and see what's out there. If you wanna be a hero or a demon in disguise, if you wanna steal a spaceship and sail across the endless skies, if you wanna live a story and you're down to have some fun, come on and join the Dire Bears. There's a game for everyone. Adventuring company. Come leave behind all your cares. Adventuring company. Come with me and see what's out there.